And just in the nick of time.
It's us.
There it is. What's going on, guys? How we doing today?
Mute your notifications on the PC.
I thought I had. Sorry about that.
Immediately.
We never get those, so it was weird for it to come up on this PC. I don't know. It's just telling us that we're going live. But okay. All right. We are as professional as ever. And of course, Don's here. Even though he made a rude comment to me previously. I told you it's on. I don't know. Maybe that was Chris.
A rude comment.
Also,
nice notifications.
I legit. I put it on Do Not Disturb, so now I'm getting them. That's fantastic. When did the pink glasses turn green? Emma wants to know.
Whenever I wanted them to.
Oh! I gotta take that. That is him. Excuse me.
Oh, cool.
So
hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Man?
The stream is on, and Greg has to take a phone call from our special guest appearance. Don, be meaner to Greg. Greg doesn't need any joy. So, Emma, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. No. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about another location. With Emma, we're gonna talk about another location tonight.
You got a couple minutes.
We're gonna talk about competitive indoor airsoft in Tampa. Yeah, Emma. God, you're ugly. I should ban you from the stream, Emma. No girls allowed. Ew. So, Toucan. You nip? No, I'm not nipping. I just got gum. No, I'm not cool enough for that.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're literally not. You're sorry for our guest appearance?
Well, our guest today, that was him. I'm helping him get on. So there we go.
Hey, are you guys going to be vending and or playing at Diamond Dogs? Well, we said. Mind Game Productions is having the Diamond Dogs event December 31st, you say?
December 31st?
Or I am silly.
What
May 31st? Well, I just wanted to be Christmas. Well. We'll see. DEO has an obligation to ensure that Mind Games Production has a vendor that can supply all the things necessary for fun. So, Chris has joined the stream.
We'll drag him in here
He's
in a
stuck.
minute.
Bryce, well. Well.
Let's see. What have I missed? Anything? I missed it? No, just a bunch of you guys rambling. Got it. And
well, Bryce.
If you don't engage with Benny, he won't engage with you. He'll just keep yammering. It's okay. You don't have to.
I tried that with you. It doesn't work. So
I'm still here.
We will be in New York. Hey, but DEO won't be in New York. That's right. Emma and I, or Skits in Toucan, will be in New York at another event. Where are we at? Let's just blaze through some bullshit so we can
we got what time?
Talk about the fun stuff.
Yeah,
You're old and can't read.
You're ready. Yeah.
I just can't read, so it works out.
Yeah.
All
one
right.
of us chose not to wear bad glasses on the stream, and the other one is wearing.
And I can still read more. What is a attention? It's a big old bucket of attention. So
and Wiener, what's going on?
I'm just gonna blaze through some stuff off the cuff. So Mind Game Productions is proud to present. We are returning to Africa with the Diamond Dogs event. It's gonna be a fantastic time at Wayne's World of Paintball, but for this weekend, an airsoft takeover. Fantastic. Bring in your sub-Saharan or Central Congolese kits, Rhodesian much. It's going to be an awesome one-day Milsim themed role-play alternative event. Check it out. More combat than role-play. Very little. The role-playing, the LARPing is you get to fight like you're in another country. So that'll be fantastic. Follow Mind Game Productions for more details. Tickets are live. Definitely do that. Chugging right along. Clap loudly into the mic.
By the way, DEO will be there vending and cooking.
I already said that.
I didn't hear you say it.
I literally yammered about it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, before you announced the event.
I yammered about it twice, basically. What are we? Another stream I'm not going to name that we have to say things twice because we're the number. Anyways.
What else you got?
A couple more things. I don't want to go into everything.
No, you don't have to. It's okay.
We
have a game day this weekend. Did you want to talk about that?
We do have a local game day this very weekend at the outdoor. Check it out. We've taken a long hiatus because we keep doing cool stuff and supporting our friends at other events as vendors and going to events. Shout out New Breed Airsoft and Future Wars. I had a good time. Still not a lot of blowback from that. I think the event went good. I don't know.
No, I think it went fantastic. Absolutely.
That was fun. But join us in St. James City for another fun time at DEO Battlegrounds. Fun fact: the bridge is basically done, so the traffic won't be abysmal getting out there.
Yes,
Super nice, or it won't be abysmal.
Worse. Leaving is worse than going.
I was gonna say every time we've left, the last 2 or 3 times, there's been like an accident.
Yeah, it takes like an
and
hour
you're
to
just
get off.
stuck. Yeah, in the godforsaken hell.
For sale on the website. There we go. Thank you very much.
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Would you look at that? Shout out to Skits, who gets it done. A-Team Energy sometimes. Now completely out of the state. May 7th. Yeah, May 7th is
May 7th.
E-Vikes
Sure
Airsoft Palooza. Oh wait,
maybe not.
I'm looking at June 7th. Nah, I'm just not into it. So
that's all right.
June 7th is E-Vikes Airsoft Palooza at High Grounds Airsoft in Houston. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm going with New Breed. Skits, the other dork in the stream, will be there as well. Come help us torture E-Vike Matt and gang. Actually, all jokes aside, USA Airsoft is going to be there, and I actually really like them. If you're an old man like me, you love that guy. They're going to have a couple different fun things. They have the arena, obviously, swag bags, obviously, the raffle, obviously. Apparently, they're having a who can touch the truck the longest competition. Pretty excited for that. I would do it, but I get too into it. Oh, yes, pictures are up from Future Wars on New Breed Airsoft.
Yep.
NewBreedAirsoft.com. So that's going to be fantastic. Skipping right along, I got to talk about it. We got to have a couple fabulous people on about this. Operation Stronghold in Immokalee, Florida.
You don't say. Not familiar with that one.
Yes, I'm sitting next to someone of importance for that very event. For the green side, it's going to be fantastic. Always wanted to play Airsoft with Papa. Too bad. He's just showing up as a political face. No. This is the XO for green. Operation Stronghold, August 9th, is going to be at the old Immokalee prison. It's going to be a great whamma jamma. Come beat the piss out of your friends and family. Mostly your friends. Sorry, girls. Not allowed. That'll be fun. Shout out to the tryhards for really corralling and organizing this thing to get it going with awesome ticket momentum. Shout out to 239 Posse for rallying their boys in the more local area. Got to support the local guys.
John from DCM.
John,
CO, yep.
Yes, famous Warden.
Yep.
Warden. So that's going to be awesome. And, if we're going to talk about our boys, our F- celebrities, better than nothing. We got to, no, I'm kidding. I'm an F- celebrity. We got to talk about Rage, my man Orlando with 239. That's going to be fantastic. Tickets are live. It's cheap. It's $80. It's going to be awesome one-day event. Tickets are live. Go on Mere Tactical Event for tickets.
Skits, I don't think shorts are allowed. I'm not sure.
We're wearing shorts.
But you can double check. As long as you're wearing green, I don't mind.
We're wearing shorts. And 2 more events, and then we're just getting into stuff. It's going to be 3 because obligatory last one. Third Coast Airsoft is proud to present their long phase MILSIM, Operation Iron Knife.
30 hours.
The Government Training Institute in Barnwell, South Carolina. Long phase. It's going to be so good. People are like, oh, this is a very MILSIM. Oh, I can take a break and me. You are going to beg to go to the parking lot and be fat in your car in the AC. This is going to be fantastic on an awesome AO with great missions. Check it out, thirdcoastairsoft.com. Fantastic time.
Absolutely.
Literally go get tickets. Also, if you're not necessarily in it for the content of the game, which is a joke, the AO itself sells it, dude. It is fantastic. We were recently there killing people at it. It was awesome. All right. As you can see, I'm just blazing through this. The weekend, no, you know what? In November, a unconfirmed date for Redacted 2 is coming up. Teased by the illustrious Freddie Lux himself.
Is that redacted? You would say that?
Predacted.
Redacted.
It's a sequel.
It's a
prequel. So, Redacted, follow Veterans for Airsoft and the illustrious Freddie Lux for more details as they come out at the Mount Vernon Hospital and Arsenal in Alabama. check it out. And that's also in Mount Vernon. So, last but certainly not least, November 21st and the 23rd, Wasteland 17, baby. Check it out. Fallout, post-apocalypse, LARP, cultists, economy, bottle caps, soda. Fantastic. It is the alt sim of the state, one of the landmark events for LARP in the southeastern airsoft community. Hardcore Milsim player, go to it.
That is the only reason you went 6 months out on these, is so that you could talk about weight.
Ignoring you. So no. So definitely check it out. Follow Mind Game Productions for more details. Player pack when it's ready, usually a month and a half out. Tickets will go up. There is the early bird special as always. And I just gotta blaze through that casually so we can get into the meat and potatoes.
There we go.
Meat and potatoes.
So yes, meat and potatoes. We're gonna bring him in right now.
Dude, that chopper was so scary. I was in that chopper at Barnwell, dude. Just every pore in my body puckered every time it turned. Oh, it was so bad.
So the whole purpose for the stream today is to
have fun.
Yes, we're
I got him, folks.
You're an ass, by the way. Bringing in, expanding the community.
Delicious stream.
And had a wonderful conversation with this gentleman we're bringing on right now over the past week, and just having him in tonight just seemed very natural, and I wanted to share that with everybody.
It's Hemsworth.
What's up, guys?
Oh my God, sunglasses and hat, brother.
I had to go get it once I realized sunglasses. Yeah, I thought we were all wearing cowboy hats. What
I will literally go get my cowboy hat.
I refer to a cowboy hat as a.
Let's go.
No, oh my God, here we go. I'm not moving for you. You gotta make your way. Here we go. Okay, so with that, Chris, thank you very much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Those of you that are not aware, this is the can I say the owner?
The owner operator. Yeah.
Okay, of Competitive Indoor Airsoft of Tampa, otherwise known as CIA. They are our near but far neighbor, and we lost him. He's still here, but we lost the video. I think he was afraid to see your hat. I think that's what happened. He'll be back, I'm sure. There he is. There he is. That is the worst. You wear that terribly. I want to say that to you.
Coming from the unattired man, know your place.
I'm very happy.
You're basically my girlfriend in this. Shut up.
I'll sit on your lap. We'll end the stream that way. So
partner.
So Chris, I'm going to turn it over to you. Tell us everything you need to tell us about you, CIA, and everything in between.
Handsome man.
Or don't.
Can you hear us?
I think we might have lost him. Chris, can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us. Let's see.
I miss Chris.
That's okay. We will get him back here shortly.
All right, guys.
Well, we can hear him.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Can you hear us? I'm gonna say. Oh wait, I think he's turning up his volume.
I miss Chris.
It's okay.
Maybe lock them doors and turn your mics up high.
He doesn't have to be good with computers as long as he's good with airsoft.
He fits in perfectly with this crowd.
There it is. We will. So while we're waiting, guys, feel free to ask any questions you want to ask of him.
CompetitiveIndoorAirsoft.com.
Yep. Don said. Yeah. So yeah. Actually, is it? I thought it was. CIA.com.
Competitive Indoor Airsoft something.com.
So
right back, Grace.
Oh, we hear you.
We can hear you. Can you hear us? Nope. Okay. Where's Papa's hat? Papa doesn't have a cowboy hat. Chris will be right back. He's gonna try again.
Chris.
So Competitive Indoor Airsoft is an indoor airsoft arena located in Tampa, Florida, which is about 2 hours, give or take, from us.
I don't want to take anything from you.
That's terrible. Let's see. Let's give him another try.
Hey,
and
There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey!
Now I can hear you ends to you. I don't know
There
what
we
happened.
go.
I
There
couldn't
we
get this
go.
thing to work. Yeah. All
Okay.
right.
So
God, I miss you.
we're gonna turn it
Hell
right
yeah.
on over to you. You're gonna tell us everything about you, about CIA, all of that. So go
All
ahead
right.
and take it away.
All right. Well, I'm Chris Benham, the owner operator over here at CIA Tampa, and come out and play. I don't like to talk about myself that much, but I do love the players. I do love the people. Very, very fortunate to go talk to Greg down at DEO and see their wonderful new facility, see their new shop, and see all the things they're trying to do out there. I think it's going to really benefit the airsoft community and help us grow as a whole. My whole reason for opening this place was to try to get kids off their screens, get them to get them to get out and run around and actually talk to each other face to face, and give them a space to go have some fun. I want to be as much like a live action version of a video game as possible, and I think we've accomplished that here. And I think what Greg and Jordy and everybody's doing on Christian over there at DEO is just phenomenal too. I'm very, very excited for their facility and for us to both feed off each other and grow the airsoft community as a whole, and really, really make it try to come together and work off each other. Be able to provide some events that we're doing there, have our guys go down there and play them, have their guys come up and play us. And I'm just super, super excited, and I'm
Don't
very
give away the
grateful
story
for
yet. Don't give away the secrets yet.
yeah.
We're gonna get to that.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
know you're
sorry.
gonna
I
talk
got ahead of
about it, but I want
myself.
to get to
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're teasing.
Yeah.
We're gonna tease it a little
I
bit.
like long walks on the beach. I'm a Pisces. I'll tell the important
Contestant
stuff.
number
Yeah.
2, how do you feel about strawberry daiquiris?
I'm all for it without the daiquiri.
No,
That's,
it was a great time. It was a wonderful surprise having you come down. It was we get to call you that you called and said, "Hey, how late are you guys open?" And then you just showed up. It was awesome. Great impromptu meeting. Um, Fantastic to meet someone of the same mind. A lot of the philosophies, a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts that we both share in regards to the
yeah.
community, which was fantastic to find that out. To really sit and hear how you feel about it, what you're looking to do, how you're trying to move forward, and then to hear me out, and then us both go same time, like you were saying. Absolutely sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
So really looking forward to some of the things we're looking to do. So now we can talk a little bit about that if you want. But tell us
Sure.
tell us a little bit about CIA.
And also, I like your field.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I really liked your field too.
Thanks.
Yeah. I see where it's going, and I get goosebumps because I think that I really, really love what you're trying to do. And I won't spoil any secret sauce for that, but I got to tell you guys, you got to be looking forward to this because it's going to be something really, really special. It's going to be really, really
Yeah,
special. And
we really appreciate that. You guys have been since 2022, is that right?
That's correct. Yeah, we opened up in May of 2022. We just celebrated our third year anniversary on the 8th, as a matter of fact.
That is fantastic. That is awesome. It's not easy to stay open, a month, nonetheless 3 years.
Right. Yeah.
This is not a $1 million industry for us little guys.
Yeah.
If we were in this for money, we would have quit and become lawyers.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's definitely not for that.
Yeah.
I know Toucan has actually played up there. I have not.
A
I
lot.
have not played up there. So you have multiple sections you have multiple arenas. Is that correct?
Yes, we've got a CQB field. It's about 16,000 square feet, and then a CQB or a speed QB field that's about 5,000 square feet. A CQB field that's about 16,000 square feet. With it's objective based. It's interactive, so you have to go out there. We have games right out of Call of Duty, Conquest, Domination, Hardpoint. So you actually have to hit buttons to be able to capture objectives, and there's audio stuff that goes off. Red team has captured objective alpha, and it may move. The objectives may move around. You may have to get all three. It just depends on the game mode. And then we've got 34 other different game modes for you to come and play. There's bomb modes. There's they do Trouble in Terrorist Town and a whole bunch of oddball. Jeremy Magfed Otter is my general manager, and he's come up with a bunch of super fun games. Everything from Christmas time, you have to go decorate a Christmas tree while you're under fire, and a bunch of other crazy game modes that he came up with. So yeah, there's some variety, and it's we put a lot of work into the field. We try to basically there's always an upgrade that happens weekly, or something's moved around or something, and within about probably a 3-month period, you're going to get a completely different layout than you saw before. But it's always going to be a little different. All the hiding places aren't going to be exactly where you found them last time whenever you come in. So that's one of the things we strive to try to keep things fresh and try to keep
Every
them
time I
new.
went, something wasn't changed, something was improved, which was impressive. The change
Thank
was
you. Yeah.
improvement, which was great.
We want to do that
with this as well. Was to try with our field was to try and make sure that we could, in such a small space, be able to move it around. You don't want it to get old and stale, and guys have it memorized and all of that. You want to be able to move it around for them.
Yeah, and part of it too with the way our field was set up was balance. We kept we take players' feedback and go, it's too easy to get to from red spawn to this side, and there's red and blue spawn size we've got, so or this would work out, or if you put a door here, that would work out. And we're like, all right, and we just started doing that and taking players' requests, and slowly, based on our feedback, we've modified the field and modified it, and it's definitely the best it's ever been right now, and hopefully the worst to come, as they say.
So you and I talked about, while you were down, you and I talked about some stuff. This is actually the guy I was referring to when I told you, way back when we shared, we had outdoor fields down the road from each other.
Yes.
Yeah, we would alternate weekends, and then on occasion we would do DEO versus Nomad. We would actually have games where that was, and then at different times, you came and helped run games, specialty games, things like that, or you would run them on the field. I'm a huge fan of that. As when talking to you about, I've heard people object to having one company, whether it's large presenters or what have you, versus others, because they feel like they'll split the community. And I actually believe the complete opposite. I think that if one time we do DEO versus CIA, where your true devout core people and our true devout core people, we go up to CIA one weekend or one day or whatever it is, and we have just a tournament up there, and it's DEO versus CIA, and then we reverse it. We do the revenge, and we come down here and we do it again down this way. I don't think it separates anything at all. I think that absolutely unifies. It shows that we're willing to work together, so they should be willing to work together.
I agree 100%. I mean, it's this a degree of camaraderie between the companies. I think that just grows the and because there is such a great base of people, the airsoft community by and large are just fantastic. There's always some bad eggs in there, there's people that, but even them, we try to bring them in and be like, hey, why are you being like this, and try to get them turned around to say, this is fun, like just playing the right way, right? And I think that type of relationship helps grow the airsoft community as a whole, and lets people that are, let's say, airsoft curious, if you will, be comfortable with coming in, realizing that it's not going to be that intimidating, it's not going to be this, and then seeing it played the right way, and making sure that we are, that we have some standards. And I really agreed with everything that you said about how what the standards and safety protocol and all these things should be, and how it should be something that is South Florida based, or all of Florida based, that we sort of have these standards that we expect people to play by. And I think it's a wonderful idea. And again, I think, like you said, that rising tide lifts all ships. I truly believe that as well. I'm a fan of Kennedy. So I got your reference whenever you said that, because we're contemporaries.
He throws it in every conversation that it's applicable. You can't escape it. There's so many words that it raises all conversation.
There was, I'm going to just step right on that, by the way. When I first started in airsoft, there was a clear delineation, whether you were playing down at Route 7, you're playing at Op 31. you were only allowed to play at one or the other. You went to one field and you were from the other one, and then somebody found out. It was all but fist fights. Like you're like, oh my god, this
Yeah.
is ridiculous. You should be able to
Yeah.
play anywhere. And
The
really,
dojos in the 70s.
no, it was 13 years ago. It was like you would think,
Yeah.
and one of the greatest things that happened when Tiny and myself got together, started doing DEO. I was from Op 31 originally. Tiny was from Doomsday, which was Route 7, and we got together and we bridged that. And then,
I
having
literally
him
saw
join
these
in-
absolute dorks and losers acting like that, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do my own thing. These guys suck. So I started my own company and just did whatever.
Yeah.
And then, fun fact: the first raffle DEO as a company ever did was at my event at my field, and I even
really.
like, yeah. So back when it was just Tiny, not Greg, I told Tiny, I believe in you so much. I split the raffle money with him. Like, here you go. There's some like this is great. Because I wasn't doing it for the money. I just what he's talking. I mean, I never experienced any of that. Where people were like, if you play here, you're so milsim op 31. Oh, if you play here, you're so operator. I'm just like, well, you're all absolute losers. I'm just gonna go have a field where you can do whatever you want. And then the genesis of DEO with Tiny, and then Greg came in, and I happened to be doing games. I had already been talking to Tiny, and we're like, "Oh, you're doing this weekend? Why don't I do this weekend?" And then I had already been going to Op 31, and I would invite them to come to Tracks and Trails where I did my games. And then it just naturally, organically, I had literally nothing to lose. I was just like, I'm just doing this because I like airsoft, and people need more places to play. And I scored a great location at Florida Tracks and Trails, and it was open. Op 31 existed forever. And Spaz was running it like a militia training camp. I'm like, well, I don't want to be that intense. And then through it all, we just hung out, and it worked out. And then COVID hit, and I said, nah, I'd just rather be the number 2 for a lot of companies. And here I am.
It was where we came from, where we are now. Not everybody experienced that. I understand that, but that's what makes the drive so much more for me to do this. There is no competition as far as you and I are concerned in my mind. You and I talked about this the other day. It's not who's getting what. First of all, from a demographic point of view, you're 2 hours away. If you've got people that are coming from an hour to 2 hours north of you, they're not driving 4 hours to come to me. It's just not going to. So from that purely alone. But even if they were, there's people that are 2 hours south of me that might be coming up to you. And I think we should encourage that. And that was something I wanted to talk to you about. We don't have, you walk the field, we don't have an environment that can support true speed QB, like actual like CSL or any of that. I don't have that. You do. I'd love to be able to promote that and send the guys, especially guys that are starting in speed here. They never played it before, but they're finding that they enjoy it. I'd love to be able to promote that and start sending them your way so they can go up and train and do all that once everything happens.
Once we start doing speed here.
Yeah. I mean,
we don't have any speed here. There's zero speed here right now.
Yeah. It's the closest thing is that alleyway, and even that is going to, that's still too tight to do anything professional, but it's a good start. And then we can, you guys want to train on a proper speed field?
Yeah.
Head on up.
Our alleyway is to speed what a Walmart parking lot is to NASCAR. So.
And I would, and I think that's important to do. When we've had other promoters and things like that on the stream, we've talked about which one did you say? Oh, I said I put that one up there.
It's coming back. I thought about it.
It's playing different games. You go to different places. If you want that true Milsim experience, you go to Milsim West. If you want that somewhere,
I think you water it down more. It's not that people are necessarily going for the event, the LARP, the Milsim. I mean, there are people that do that, obviously, but you're indulging more in a like-minded community or group than the actual activity. Like, the activity is a substrate that you meet people like you. That's what I always find. It's like, you get the rare, like, oh, I go to Milsims because I want to win. I like Milsim, or I want to go to LARP because I really want to be a stranger and a dork.
No, you want to hang out with your friends and play tag with expensive toys.
That's it. Watered down. I mean,
yeah, it's to hang out with the bros, especially outdoors, and it's super fun. And there are of course, you guys are much more experienced with that than I am. I've only been to a few Milsim events. So, but I had to tell you, I had a blast there, and it was about being around the people I was around and having fun. And yeah, you're doing missions and you're doing stuff. But like you said, that's a great analogy with the substrate and the actual, and really being around the community. And like I said before, it's one of the best communities of people that I've met. They're just everybody is super friendly, and we try to foster that whole environment to let people know we care. We care about the game being run with some honor and integrity, and that's what it's based on. And then on top of that, things are just going to happen. Some calls aren't going to be made. Don't get mad about it. And talk to us, and we'll talk everything out. There's no reason to get upset, and there's no reason to get to a point where hands are going around. And for the most part, we got great people in here that understand. So
most of them,
as opposed to what I've been told. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get a little bit of that anywhere you go. You're going to find
in any hobby
people that are going to
be RC plane people, pool players, casual, even the softball leagues. You get fat Italian husbands. Dad, I hate somebody. It's just thankfully airsoft is still like the small village mentality where basically South Airsoft, almost everyone.
Yeah.
North Airsoft, almost everyone. I mean, there's kind of a divide between West Coast and Third Coast, East Coast and Third Coast Airsoft, or technically the West Coast of Florida. Yeah. Well, other than that, like everybody, just kind of, if somebody cheats, them they're a cheater. If somebody's great, that's just we're kind of in a nice butter zone right now with the hobby, where that's kind of how it is. You just know everybody because we're such a tiny community, which is great. Honestly, I'd rather have it like this than too big. Papa's on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I've been following I'm in Orlando. Airsoft community isn't engaging.
Stand by, Chris. Stand by. Yeah, Greg's trying to read.
I can't.
You can do it, Greg. You can do it.
I'm trying to answer questions to people that are asking questions.
I want to talk to Chris.
Sorry about that.
The gentleman is asking about growing, Central Florida.
I'll make up
all that.
I'll make up that guy's question, Chris.
Yes.
So, illustrious owner of CIA, I really like the community feel of the lobby. You have I think it's a vinyl wall of art. You have couches. You have a sitting room with a couch where there's acrylic where you can watch games in the speed field. I really, really like that about the lobby and shop section of your store. One intersects the other.
I like him so much.
Careful, that's gay. What made you come up with that even when you're relaxing in the lobby, you can't escape the activity on the other side of the wall? I really enjoy that about your facility.
I'll be honest with you, that was a lot of collaboration with Mikey and Garrett, my two partners, and they sort of had this vision of how it was going to be in here, and then we just kept modifying it. We sort of all put in our 2 cents on there. I believe it was we were looking at Real Strike Arena in the Netherlands, and they had with Bert's place out there from Monk Custom. Shout out Bert. They had an area where you could view the speed field, and so we made that window, that fiberglass. We did all that. We did our acrylic. We did all that stuff ourselves, and of course had an actual electrician come in and move all the stuff. We were very careful about doing all that stuff, so we were doing everything by code. But as you know, Greg. So and what's sad though is Hurricane Milton hit us pretty bad. We got about 14 inches of flooding in here, so it trashed a bunch of the stuff that was in here. So we've been slowly making our way back, and now we have newer couches that are more comfortable. I've got some more, and I've got more coming in. It's actually there's more couches in probably than when's the last time you've been in, Chris?
Oh man, I think it's been actually a hot minute. It's about 4 or 5 months, I think. Also, whatever new couch you get, it better smell like that old black couch you had. God, it smelled weird.
Yeah. No, it smells. We tried to put the same stank on it. We did just so that there'd be some consistency there. We got them, and I've got 2 more couches on the way within the next. I guess I'm waiting on people whose couches are coming in that they ordered for me to take their couch and bring them in here, and they're going to be pretty nice. So We're going to continue to upgrade the lobby and eventually have like you guys, I don't want to. I'll say what we're doing because what some of what we're doing is
Oh yeah,
has mirrored a lot of what Greg told me. But putting cameras
yeah.
inside the we do have cameras in the arena, but we want to put TVs on and make sure that people can be in the lobby and see what's going on the field, and also stream that to our website to let people know, hey, there's people here playing. This is what's happening, and then be able to, this was Greg said this to me, be able to capture great plays so we can promote the really good things about airsoft, and
he said something positive that's constructive.
Papa, that's yeah, he's capturing positive things, getting great plays down. You're promoting getting great content and for people to be able to see that stuff, and we've got them in there. It's just a matter of making sure they're all connected, and we're still a ways away from that. But we do have the physical cameras. As far as getting the TVs and redoing the lobby, I'm doing that as fast as I can. With the money that's coming in at this point, which is
oh yeah,
the millions and millions that you make on a daily basis.
I've seen you with a big old rake trying to get it all in at once.
It's tough. It's very hard on my back. I do have to wear I do have valets and yeah,
he's done so much money raking. He has a small titanium
It's really the small fleet of butlers that I have that actually do a lot of that work for me. But it is very exhausting getting them to do the things that I want to do. It's very frustrating. So, but they do that. They put all the money in my fleet of Lambos out there, and I do what I can. It's tough. It's really tough whenever things go this well. I'll be honest with you. It's if people think it's all
why
roses,
don't you take all your airsoft money and fix all your problems?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I have a bigger gambling and a really bad, I won't go into it, but there's substance abuse problems. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going on. I've got these, I have to spend a bunch of money on counseling and a bunch of other stuff because I'm half crazy. No, I'm actually sober, man. I've been sober for a while. And I didn't quit drinking because God hates a quitter. I did finish though.
So you think this is water?
Yeah, don't get it mixed up.
Yeah, and I'm an oral drug dealer.
Yeah, it's a front. It's a front for the CIA. Actually, that's what.
Man, go fishing.
Tell me. So.
Yeah, right.
In the 3 years, obviously, I mean, nothing has its ups without its downs. What were some of the struggles that you found? What were some ways you overcame some of those things? What are you looking at?
Boy, how much time you got, buddy? Well, if I'm talking about what mistakes we made, we probably made every mistake in the book the first year, and I got to tell you, we spent the second year trying to just stay in business, making up for the first year's mistakes. So, we made, we just didn't know any better. Everybody was trying to do the right thing, but we put money into areas that we didn't need to put it into. We didn't put money into areas that we should have put it into. We didn't really do anything with marketing, and. Yeah, I mean, we really made some terrible mistakes. So it's kind of a miracle that we're open right now, because a lot of times it was really, I'll be honest, guys, it was week to week where I'm going, I don't know how we're going to stay open next week, and somehow, some way, thank you, Jesus. I mean that we're still here today, and we're in as good a position as we've been in so far. To go into the future and to try to be, as successful and try to make this a place where people love to come and play and want to come back. We always had good customer service. And both Mikey and I, one of the other owners, we're in the hospitality business for a long time. So we're really, really cognizant of that. I noticed, Greg, you said hello to everybody whenever you're in there and goodbye, and you were talking to everybody. I love it. We're very important. That's very important to us. Yeah, I mean, we made dumb mistakes, and we learned from them, luckily. Too much inventory, not enough inventory. And then things were turning around really. We were going really in the right direction whenever we got hit by those two hurricanes last fall. Both of them impacted, as you guys well know. I mean, everybody was affected by that down here. So that was like, man, I don't know how we're going to make through this. And somehow we're still here. The field is better than ever, and we'll continue to be doing those things. So one of the things we did do right was like, as we talked about earlier, was try and make sure that we were upgrading or trying to make whatever, even if it's just a small thing, during a week, do something different on the field and try to improve it. Try to take into account what we think was wrong, what people have been telling us, and try to maneuver stuff, and then continue to get feedback from people. Yeah, I mean, it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle, and to get to this point.
Man, I wish we knew what that was
we're
like.
Still here.
I can't even relate.
We've been skating. This is nothing.
According to some of our detractors, we're building a helipad for a gold-plated helicopter.
It's like, okay,
We're not 5 months behind schedule. Not at all.
5.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You said something before talking about the community. It's mostly, you take your hints from the community, from the players. They come in, hey, this would be cool. This would be cool. Not all of them are accurate. Some of them are like, oh, this would be awesome. It doesn't work that way. You can't have this, can't have that, can't put miniguns on the field, can't, things like that. But
oh, I know. I wanted to. But, turrets, at least, from our game mode. But yeah, you're right. Apparently, you can't do that.
It's an amazing our community. So we've had it since the days of op. We've had multiple communities grow with us. And opening this, we have a whole new community that's grown with us. It's been fantastic. I generally don't care. I don't like volunteers.
Greg doesn't care about the community.
I hate people. I hate people as a general whole, so it's okay. No, it's
when you started, I don't care, and there was a pause. I'm like, the community.
I don't care for volunteers, and not that I don't like that people want to volunteer, but I like to take care of people when they want to come and do things for us. We have so many people that volunteer, so many people that want to volunteer. They ask constantly. We just end up hiring them. They just end up becoming part of the staff. Because those are the people that I really want on staff. I don't want to hire somebody because they saw a job posting. I want someone who wants to be here for free all the time. Cool. Now I get to pay you to be here.
Yep.
I want 5 Walmart managers.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's it.
I want people
Greg, that's a great.
And that are always upset for no reason.
Didn't you?
That's.
I did. In the line of duty. Yeah. I lost a tooth.
But it's having their assistance and growth, absolutely. And you said it. If week to week, sometimes it's you're not sure. You see the dwindling numbers, and then all of a sudden they explode again. They come back, and then they go away, and
we're like the moon.
Come back.
Things wax and wane.
Yeah,
as it goes.
Trying to keep that steady.
And to stick around, because it can be disheartening. You really got to want to be here. It's not that you're like, oh man, we're gonna strike gold. It's like, oh, we're gonna scrape by just enough where we can ball out once a year. So.
Yeah, I mean, and just to touch on your point, Greg, we what we ended up doing is if you say you want to work here, we ask you if you're willing to volunteer. And then if you volunteer, if you say, yeah, I'll come in, and you come in 3 different times and you have the aptitude for it, that's what we started out doing for a long time. And now it's like, well, how many years of airsoft do you how much experience do you have? Do you have this type of experience? Do you have sales experience? Are you going to be able to? So because that's been a challenge too. But we got pretty lucky with a lot of our employees. They have the passion for it. They love playing. And like you said, they would be here even if we weren't paying them. And they do come in. All of our employees, including my general manager, come into play. They love the field. They play on a regular basis. They want to play, and I encourage it. That's one of the things that makes me feel the best about the people that are here, is that they love to come in and play. It means they really like to play. So I think that's I think that's great. That's that's what you're looking for in employees. I think it's so important too, because they care about the game, they care about the integrity.
Also, Brad Beaver, they hate us because they hate us. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's the definitely having the people on staff that are here just because they want to be here. They want to be in Arizona, and I think we talked about this. For me, it's a huge honor, huge privilege to be able to take some of these guys who all they ever wanted to do was work in airsoft. They wanted that to be their place of employment, and to be able to offer that to some people. You know, Jacob, my senior tech, he's been with me for 2 years, a little over 2 years now, and this is what he wanted to do. He did it sort of back at Hobby, and then
he was a retail employee at Hobby that also did tech work, and I also worked at the same Hobby marketplace as well. It was pretty good, but it was definitely not. You know, you got the upset housewives that are like, "What do you mean this model rocket doesn't just build itself?" Here, at least, it's like you get that. You know, the housewives are like, "What do you mean I have to love my son and try to engage with him in his hobby?" It's completely different. Apples and orphans. So
this is,
and Chris, you know exactly what I'm talking about with certain kind of soccer moms coming in. Hey, this is basically daycare. I'm just gonna drop my kids off. And to any soccer moms that are watching this, you can do that. Just don't be mean about it.
Yeah.
So
and throw me a bone.
That's it. Yeah.
I think
figuratively.
I think
it happens a lot.
Stop it. I think one of the things that actually that helps the community go is exactly what we're doing right here is communicating with each other, working towards a common goal.
A Walmart Sicario.
Working towards a common goal and then supporting each other. You know, like we started off talking about, you know, sending folks up to you, or we, you know, close down or what have you, go on up and play a full event up there, and then you guys come down and you play a full event down here, and if people see you can work together in this thing. It doesn't have to be, you know, opposing forces. It doesn't have to be that way. We can actually work together.
The purveyors of the locations for the hobby can also indulge in the hobby. It doesn't directly mean necessarily, which this is great we were talking about, you don't need to have a direct collaboration or a direct event, but we can do exactly what we're doing right now. Engage with each other, talk about our similar interests. Also, it would behoove us to talk about what we disagree on and what we have differences on. Just the fact that we're not so adverse to, we don't have an aversion to communicating with each other. Like, Chris, you're a great guy, fabulous hat choice. We should be comfortable with each other in this very tiny community we try to cater to and bring up. It's just what it is. It doesn't have to be any grander than that. We just have to engage with each other and not do what certain other people do and just post hatred about each other. We just they have an event, show up. It's vice versa.
That's it. You know, it's funny because we'll send people to Black Tiger, we'll send them to Deviate. We send them. I have no problem with doing that. Going, hey, that's not this. You know, it sounds like you're looking to play this type. If they'll come in and buy a gun that's more appropriate for Milsim, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't use that here. And they're like, well, can you use it? I said, you know, go to Black Tiger, go to Deviate. Go to those places, and they in turn. I talked to Danny up from Black Tiger. He's like, yeah, I send people to you all the time. If we don't carry something, or if it's something that you guys are more specialized in than we do, you know, then we send them over there. You know, we're not direct competitors because of the distance between us, and I think I talked to you about this, Greg. You're situated in what I would be considered the next perfect spot, unless you were 2.5 hours north of us, you know, or 2 hours north of us. Be splitting Jacksonville and us. I think it's a great location to grow up the community around that, and then we grow up the community around in the next area, and they both grow, and then they go, oh, we're gonna play at CIA this weekend. Oh, now we're gonna go down to DEO this weekend, and we're gonna do that. So it gives them a little bit of variety. You know, you don't want sushi every day, but if you got sushi and then you got a burger place and you got other places that give you a little bit of variety and some difference for the players, I think there's nowhere to go from up. I think the sport is growing, and I think there's a lot of people that are curious about it.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm so sorry. I mean,
no, that's all right. I was done talking. Sometimes I cut myself off.
Anything worthwhile. I mean, I don't like how you're putting hate on.
Yeah, you're right. I hate upon Timmy. wouldn't dare, man.
I dare you to be more mean to Danny. I dare you. Shut up, Danny.
Yeah, I thought you said Diddy. I was like, what are you talking about,
The
Danny?
Airsoft Diddy party would be
Diddy Diddy.
wild.
Airsoft Diddy party. Yeah.
Where would we host an Airsoft Diddy party? At your location or ours?
It would have to be Miami Airsoft. They already have a bunch of baby oil there, from what I understand. But I don't want to talk crap about anybody. So
I heard check-in you have to be really quick because when you walk in, you slide across the floor, so you got to be like, "Oh, Carter got up," and then you from all the baby oil. It's crazy.
So
he froze.
Oh no.
Also, Chris, I'm so sorry I cut you off. I thought you were done for some reason. Dan, I just really wanted to say something because I like you a lot.
That's why I left. He checked out because of you. Thanks a lot.
You have to have a fun follow-up after that.
No, I got none.
Okay. Greg sucks.
You're terrible.
And he doesn't know how to do this.
No, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So we'll wait and see if Chris comes back. Wait.
Oh!
Yeah, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I got my signal got interrupted.
It's okay. All right, it happens. I had to get up to answer your call earlier, so it's okay.
I had to get up to get my hat. I get it.
Yeah,
no, we definitely appreciate
beautiful hat.
Sure, it pales in comparison to your hat. Oh, your hat is fabulous. And the sunglasses, perfect pairing.
Thank you. They're both birthday gifts for me. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry, Greg. I didn't mean...
No,
one for my sister, one for my girlfriend.
Hey,
yeah, I can't afford this crap. I can't afford this stuff, man.
Too busy being broke running an airsoft.
I'm an airsoft, bro. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to Mary, my girlfriend. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Our overlap is great. It's we used to tell people for the outdoor, airsofters know that if you live within 2 hours of any airsoft field, you're lucky. Like throughout the country. That's just what you get. Now, us being where we are, you being where you are, Miami being where they are, it's really more of an hour in any particular direction. It really is. Thank you, Blackbeard. Appreciate it. Being able to do this for these guys, being able to have that, and being able, really being able to interact with you is fantastic.
That's not what you were telling me behind the scenes. You're like, oh, this sucks. Can't believe we're having this guy on.
This fucking jackass.
If he's wearing a cowboy hat, I'll be terrified at how much I despise him. No, I couldn't believe it. I
can't. I'm
horrid.
Doing the best I can.
I go, oh boy, Chris, I'm so excited, and Greg goes,
exactly something like
that. I would too, probably, if I saw me. Don't blame me, but no judgments here, man.
What do you got? Anything big coming? I know you got. You guys are doing a summer camp this year. You've done that for past.
We are. No, this is the first year we're doing it, so we're trying to promote that. Yeah, we're trying to promote that, and we're gonna be doing basically showing kids how to play speed and showing kids how to play CQB. And then showing them how to pie corners and how to be tactical, safety, and a lot of it is going to be is going to be playing. So it's like half an hour of doing this, and then 2 hours of playing, half an hour of doing this, eat some lunch, and then another 2 hours of playing, and then with that, just to be clear, anybody that signs up for that camp gets a free month membership. So your parents can leave you there even longer. Parents and soccer moms, as you said before, just to let you know. Yeah. So, and we're also doing Nerf nights every Tuesday. We use our same facility to do Nerf. We love it. Besides that, we're going to be starting up some leagues. Probably we're going to start advertising it in the fall for the speed community to do those. And we're also looking at possibly doing like a mill speed event. Because you got the field, it's all scored. We could have teams play against each other and do stuff like that. That's something maybe we can collaborate within the future, where we set up something where it's standard. yeah, to be able to
Write
do
it down,
stuff like
you
that. I'm very
sweaty
interested.
turbo nerds. He's going to do fun stuff, and you're invited.
Yeah. Good.
You have to show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two Arnold Schwarzenegger songs with
So
Yes, yes, yes.
when does camp start?
So it's the 13th of June, and then it goes all week. I think to the 19th, and then I believe I think it's the 22nd or 3rd. It's the second and fourth week in June, and the second and fourth week in July, whatever those dates are. Sorry, I'm not off the top of my head. I should know this, but I'm a terrible person with a mind like a steel sieve. So everything goes in there. But you can find it on our website, ciatampa.com. It's whenever you go on there, it'll pop up. It's the first thing. It'll give you all the FAQs and any questions you have about it. It'll show you a schedule of what's on there, tell you when you can sign up for it. So and it's a good deal. Again, with the camp, every week that if you come in and sign up your child for a week, then they get 30 days of free play. We're giving them is some dog tags that we'll get them in for whatever from whatever week they're going in until 3 weeks afterwards, so they can come in and keep playing what they learn. Yeah, it's cool. That's Otter, my GM, does all that swag, and it's awesome. He really does an amazing job. Yeah, yeah. Otter's really the man. I just live in his world. I'll be honest with you. He's the man. That guy's he's a savage. Yeah. So it's funny because Dom worked here for a while too. Love Dom. Hey, we have a lot of good people. A lot of great people in this.
We have him now. Once this tour ends here, you're gonna have him back.
Summer camp is something that I've been about for.
Wait, you're gonna use them and give them back to me? You sound like my ex-girlfriend. That's what.
Actually, we'll have like a rumble pit. 20 of our guys versus 20 years. Whoever has the most guys gets to keep Mini Dom. But
no, you got.
Wait, what'd you say? You talking disrespect to my man, huh?
It's about no, never do that. Love Mini Dom. I was saying that it's gonna be hard to keep him there. That guy has a lot going for him. He's a very talented, very creative, very, very, very good guy. Love that kid, man. You're very lucky to have him, and I know you know it. Yeah, and he's handsome too. Great ass. I got to tell you, I've seen a lot of great asses out there, but that kid really.
Clip it. I know you're watching. Clip that right now. I need it in 20 minutes. Chrissy rule. We gotta hang out. Do you smoke cigars?
Yeah, I do.
I'm bringing you a cigar. I gotta come up soon.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it, man. I'm 100% down. That's it.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, Greg. We're getting unruly. I'm sure you want to say something that's pertinent, important, and relevant. And yeah, I'm gonna. No.
Finally, okay. So, Chris, what if you had to have like a hot sandwich? Like, what's your go-to toasted sandwich?
Go-to toasted sandwich? God, it depends on the day.
It's a Wednesday.
I like paninis. Wednesday for lunch. Yeah, man, I like those Cuban sandwiches, man. I think those things are freaking delicious. Other than that, any panini with good bread. I was a chef for a while, so you're asking me a very good. I would be like, well, what type of bread would you like me to make for that? What would you like? Would it press? Do you want what do you want? What over a flame, or do you want me to do? That's kind of a really good open-ended question. I'm not sure what would you say yours is. Just to give me an inkling.
To be super honest, I like a nice toasted Reuben with like a good 1,000 island. Oh, dude, 1,000-mile, billion-mile island.
Fuck, man.
Are you done?
Now I can only think about is pastrami, man. Do you like it? Do you like it whenever it's injected, or do you like it whenever it has to seep in from the outside whenever they cure it? Yep, that's perfect. My man, Yes. That's a good meat.
All right. I meat.
That's a good pastrami.
No, you got 1 minute. Give me your final thought,
Chris.
What?
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts?
I don't have any final thoughts. Do I look like the type of guy that has many thoughts at all? Do you have any thoughts? Like I let up guys. Yeah, come have a great time at DEO. The place is awesome. Please come and see us at CIA Tampa. We love you players. We love the community. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate this time that you guys, inviting me on and spending this time with me to talk about this. And this is a blast. I hope it's the start of many more in the future.
Not at all.
So.
It was absolutely it was our pleasure to have you on.
Shout out my uncle.
Really was. It was great to have you stop. That was an honor to have you come and stop. I really did appreciate it. Came out of nowhere. You're on your way down to Naples. Like, I got some time. Let me go see the guys. I'm like, that was awesome. Really did appreciate it, and it did kickstart a lot of things that I'm thinking about doing now, as far as us working together and doing all that. I really do appreciate that. So having you on was an easy go to, for real.
Oh, 100% my pleasure, gentlemen. And it's been an honor for me to come on here. I really appreciate the invite, and I hope you all stay well and keep getting rich, guys. I know someday you'll have stacks of money like I have.
I'm trying to push some of it away.
Yeah, push it
You
away.
buy somebody
You've got it. Don't.
If you ever need anything at all, don't hesitate. And not that there's much I can provide to you, but we're here for you. We're all in this together. So if you need anything, give us a shout.
I love you guys. And if nobody told you they love you today, everybody, you and out in the audience, there's always tomorrow.
You're so fun. Oh, you're favorite.
With that, thank you guys very much for joining us today. Chris, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll talk very soon, guys. We'll
ciao, guys.
With you.
Partner.